Welcome to Biafra News Update. UK government silent. Complicity as Nigeria defies court. UN over Nnamdi Kanu's illegal detention, says IPOB. If you're new here, please subscribe to our channel for more updates. The news in detail. In a press release signed by its Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful, IPOB condemned what it described as the UK's continuous silence and apparent complicity in the face of multiple legal rulings that have declared Kanu's arrest and detention unlawful. The Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB) has accused the United Kingdom government of complicity in the illegal abduction, extraordinary retention, and prolonged detention of its leader Nnamdi Kanu, a Nigerian-British citizen, by the Nigerian government. In a press release signed by its Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful, IPOB condemned what it described as the UK's continued silence and apparent complicity in the face of multiple legal rulings that have declared Kanu's arrest and detention unlawful. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted in Kenya in June 2021 in a state-sponsored criminal act of extraordinary retention and forcibly returned to Nigeria without any extradition proceedings, the statement read. IPOB said the act violated several legal instruments, including Section 15 of Nigeria's Extradition Act, Article 12, subsection 4 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, and Article 9 and 14 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR. According to IPOB, 3 judicial forums in Nigeria, Kenya, at the UN level have all concluded that Nnamdi Kanu's fundamental rights were trampled. According to IPOB, these include a 2022 opinion by the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, which found Kanu's detention illegal and called for his release and compensation, and a ruling by the Kenyan High Court declaring Kanu's abduction on Kenyan soil unconstitutional and awarding damages. IPOB also recalled an October 2022 judgment by the Nigerian Court of Appeal, which held that extraordinary retention constituted a fundamental violation of Nigerian law, thereby nullifying proceedings against him and a federal high court sitting in Umuahia, Abia State, which also awarded Kanu 500 million naira in damages in 2022 over similar violations. Despite these rulings, IPOB lamented that the British government has neither taken diplomatic steps nor publicly condemned the action of the Nigerian authorities. This is in stark contradiction to its own principled reaction in the Dikko affair 1984, the group said, referring to the attempted kidnapping of former Nigerian Minister Umaru Dikko in London, which triggered a diplomatic crisis and sanctions. Quoting the Nigerian Supreme Court's decision in Dikko v. the State 1987, IPOB recalled that Justice Carrie B. White declared the trial of an accused person who has been brought before the court in violation of international law and without compliance with extradition procedures is a nullity. Jurisdiction cannot be conferred upon the court by illegality. IPOB accused the UH government of betraying the very principles it once stood for by refusing to take action in Kanu's case. British silence in this case is not neutrality, it is complicity, the group stated. IPOB further argued that the charges against Kanu described mainly as related to political broadcasts, where alleged committed in the United Kingdom and are not crimes under UK law. Citing Section 76 of Nigerian Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, IPOB maintained that Nigerian courts lack jurisdiction without evidence that the acts were also criminal in the UK, under the principle of double criminality. IPOB demanded that the UK government publicly condemn the extraordinary detention and continuing detention of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and invoke diplomatic and legal mechanisms to demand his immediate and unconditional release. It also asked the UK government to clarify its position to the British Parliament and public on how it justifies inaction where a British citizen is illegally abducted, tortured, and indefinitely detained in breach of international law. The UK must choose between its state commitment to human rights and the rule of law and its political convenience in shielding a rogue state. I cannot do both, the group said. Thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to comment, like, and share. See you on the next one.